Hi everyone, and welcome back to more crochet on my YouTube channel. If you've seen my shorts, then this headband isn't new to you. But if it is new to you, well, there you go, you've seen it now. I made this using a ball of Stylecraft yarn from their Colour Blast range in the shade Firework, and after making it I still had a lot left, so I thought, why not continue to make hair accessories with them? And this time I'll make them for my twins. And I'm going to start here with another headband. I want this one to have a big bow like this. The main band is thicker at the ends than the middle, and I achieved this using short rounds in a repeating pattern of rows. So, how does this work? I'm going to have a quick rundown of the making process. Just take some notes and you should be able to replicate this yourself pretty easily. Step 1. Make a chain long enough to wrap round the head of the person it's for. So you're going to start here at the top of the head. You're going to work down behind the ears, come around the base of the skull, and then back up to the top. This is your measurement for your headband. As my headband is for a child, mine came up at about 50 stitches for the length, so I did a full chain of 50. I was using a 3.75mm hook, and the yarn I'm using is double knit weight. Right, so you've got your chain. Step 2, you're going to extend your chain by another 51 stitches. These create the extra fabric that you'll require for the floppy bow. So this took my foundation chain count to 101. Okay, step 3, do 2 full rows of half trebles. So that is half doubles if you are US terms. And remember to chain 2 and turn at the end of each row. So you're doing 2 of those. So both of my rows had 100 half trebles on them. Step 4 is where you start to create your short rows. Do 25 half trebles, turn, leaving the remaining stitches unworked. Do 25 more half trebles back to the beginning of the row. Chain 2 here and turn. Step 5, do a full row of half trebles. So for me, I did 100. Remember, if you're US terms, you're doing half doubles. Chain 2 and turn. Step 6, repeat step 4. So you're going to work 25 half trebles, turn, work 25 half trebles back to the beginning of the row, chain 2 and turn. The extra stitches create extra height at the ends of the rows without having to create a separate piece and adding it on. Steps 3 to 6 are to be repeated until you're happy with the width of the band, and then you finish off by repeating step 3 one more time. Now, to get your bow effect, you're going to fold the larger ends over and stitch the headband together at the bends you've made that will join up. To make the top of the band look more like a bow, I would recommend just creating a rectangle just to fit over the bow joining to make it look more like it's been tied. Mine was just a simple rectangle of rows using double crochet UK terms, so that's single crochet US terms, and then it's simply been slip stitched all in place. I did then stitch the ends of my bow down because I know what twin one is like, and she hates anything flopping around her face. That's why her hair's so short. So still got plenty of this yarn left. So next make, I want to make a hair bun cover for Twin 2's very, very long hair. This pattern is from straighthook.com and is named Bohemian Bun Holder. I have this saved on my Good Free Patterns board on Pinterest, and while it is technically free, it's only free if you physically go to the website and use the pattern as it's up on the screen. It's one of those sites that is full of adverts dotted around the pattern, and that is what is paying for the pattern. So I am not going to put any of the pattern details up here. If you want to go get this pattern in its entirety to make it yourself, head to straighthook.com. Either purchase the PDF pattern. There is a link on the page to purchase the PDF pattern. I believe it was $4. Or do what I did, put up with the ads and read the pattern on the website and crochet as you go. The adverts create revenue that this creator then gets. This pattern is not free. This creator is trying to live off their work, and I am not going to take that from them. What I am going to do is I'm going to run through some of the more unusual, well, maybe the better term would be less common stitches that did appear in the pattern. So for this bun, you need 1 hair elastic and only about 10 grams of double knit. So the pattern starts at the center of the bun, and the last row is the row you use to connect it to the hair elastic. This pattern is all in US terms, and you start with a chain circle. Round 1 is a repeating pattern of single crochets, so that's double crochets if you're UK terms, and chain stitches. So in round 2, you have a stacked single crochet, or that's a stacked double crochet for the UKs, and you create this stitch like this. 1, hook through the chain 1 that you've just created. 2, yarn over hook and complete the single crochet as normal. The rest of this row is a repeating pattern of chains and double crochets, so that's treble crochet for those of you who use UK terms like me. Round 3 has triple crochet, half triple crochet, and front post single crochets that form sort of like a petal shape on the rounds. So got a few stitches there that are a little less common. So a US treble is a UK double treble, and it's created by wrapping your yarn around your hook twice, then inserting your hook into your stitch that you're using, yarn over hook, pull through 2 loops on your hook and repeat twice more. A half treble or UK half double treble has the same beginning steps as the standard. So that's 2 loops on your hook, insert your hook into the work, yarn over the hook, pull through and pull through 2 loops on your hook. But then yarn over hook and pull through all remaining loops that are on your hook. And lastly for this round is the front post single UK double crochet. You create this the same as any other single crochet, but you start by inserting your hook in and around the post of the stitch you're using, and you're doing so from the front of your work. So you're going through the front, around the post of the stitch, and back through the front. In round 4 we have a reverse slip stitch, a back post single crochet, and a back post treble crochet. A reverse slip stitch is created the same way as any other slip stitch, but you start by inserting your hook back to front, not front to back. A back post single UK double crochet is made like all single crochets, but you're going to start by inserting your hook in and around the post of the stitch that you're working in. And this time you're going to do that from the back of the work. Same goes for working a back post treble, which is a UK double treble. All of these stitches are used in a repeating pattern with some chain stitches as well. The next few rounds are all the same. They have repeating patterns of chains and double crochet, so chains and trebles for the UKers. So when it comes to the pattern for rows 6 to 8, I only actually did row 6 as my daughter's hair, while it's long, it's actually quite thin, so she actually didn't need the thickness in the hairnet. However, I did then make one for one of the girls' friends who has much thicker hair, and I did do to round 8 because it really was necessary. And then the last row is what you use to connect to the hair elastic. Now, as I've said, my daughter's hair is quite thin, so I decided to double up my bobble before I actually attached the yarn to it. But for the child I made whose hair was thicker, I just left the bobble as is, and both seem to have worked quite well. So as those hair buns took next to no yarn up from this ball at all, I thought it was time to do some small pieces that could go onto hair clips. The completely free charts found on Pinterest are up with each make, with the exception of the circle spiral, which was just something I sort of threw together on a whim. Now, I have had my issues in the past with crochet not sticking to things, so I decided to sand the hair clips down, give everything a little bit more tooth for the glue to stick on, because fabric glue is definitely what I thought the way to go rather than hot glue. And so far, fingers crossed, it seems to be working. They seem to be holding. And that left the last of the yarn, which I decided to turn into a scrunchie. Yeah, pretty obvious for making crochet hair accessories, but whatever. First row was simply a row of double crochet until I had filled the elastic. So that's a single crochet for the US termers. Don't ask me how many are on here. I didn't count and I'm not going to. And then after that, I just did 2 or 3 half trebles in every stitch all the way around, and I just kept going round until I was out of yarn. I think maybe I got 3 full rounds onto it. But there you go. So here is everything I made with a 100-gram ball of the Stylecraft Colour Blast yarn. Obviously with missing the headband I made for myself and an additional hair bun cover. I was actually going to put all of these makes away for little daft Christmas presents for the girls, but they've seen them and they want them, and well, I gave in. Maybe not the best parenting on my part, but who cares? Everyone's quiet, everyone's happy,